skin doctor, took out some more spots.
So he's now on tour or what?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what this is it shows this goes here.
Oh, okay. I know I'm getting old.
On the top.
I need to make which I let me go ahead and turn this microphone.
Just like,
just about ready.
No, not at all.
They're on your thing.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Get Jason on his.
yeah. I've always heard but then I was like, oh. All right, I've been watching your entire life. I was like, okay. All right.
Y'all stand, we go to Lord in the word of prayer. Gracious Heavenly Father, Lord God, we thank you, Heavenly Father, for another wonderful day you've given us. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for the indwelling of your Holy Spirit that guides us and leads us. We thank you for your Son who gave his life on Calvary's cross because of our sins, and his precious blood cleansed those sins and washed all of it away. Dear God, we come to you now praying that you'd be with us in our meeting. You would guide us and lead us, and everything we say and do would bring you praise and glory. For it's in Jesus' precious name I pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I'd like to welcome everybody to the meeting today. Our meeting to order. With the pledge of allegiance. Okay, first we got approval of minutes from the last meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
And I will second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, next up, we got approval of claims.
I've looked at the claims and I approve those.
I also reviewed them online, and I second that motion.
Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 All right, just acknowledgement of treasury report and clerk report.
All right.
Department reports.
Good morning. I have a couple things here that I've given you guys. First is our staffing update for April. We have 20 budgeted deputy positions, 19 of those are filled. We're currently in the background phase with to fill this last position, and we'll go to the merit board in May. Corrections officers, we have 21 budgeted positions, 17 of those are filled. We have a couple in the process right now. Communications, we have 11 budgeted positions, 9 of those are filled with 2 people in the process. And community corrections, we're fully staffed. We're always hiring, always interviewing, and always testing. If you got somebody that's interested, stop by the office. We'll give you a copied application and you get it filled out, and you can start changing the world. In March, our inmate numbers, we had an average of 102 in detention and 31 in work release. And then another thing I gave you guys is our annual report. That's just a copy there for you guys. It's just a quick overview of what's going on at the sheriff's office and the detention center. And we will have our annual inspection by the Department of Corrections, probably, I would say, by June. And they use that to kind of prepare. It's good light reading there. Any questions or concerns?
Nope.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff.
There's no order, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay. All right. Julie Lair with Gibson County Soil and Water Conservation District. I was just gonna let you all know, I did give my notice to Gibson Soil and Water. I'm gonna stay with them through the end of May probably. And they have several good candidates coming to take my position. But we have some good things happening before then. In April, we're gonna have the 4th grade farm fair. We're gonna have over 200 kids there to see things about farm and natural resource conservation and that sort of thing. And then at the end of April is the state envirothon, and there were two high school teams from Gibson Southern who qualified in the regionals and will be representing Gibson County at that state envirothon. If either one of them would place first at that state, they will be representing the state of Indiana at the nationals. So kudos for us for getting two teams to state envirothon. Anybody have any questions?
Is the farm fair is at the,
The farm
Fair
fair will be at the 4-H pavilion,
okay,
where the livestock usually is for fair. Yeah, and we have several animals coming in. We also have big farm equipment. Some of these kids have never really been close to a tractor or a planter. We've got the conservation DNR officer coming in, talking about hunting and safety. 4-H will be presented there. We have Lyle Station coming. He usually talks about the different types of corn and has popcorn versus field corn there and sweet corn, and lets the kids have a bite of popcorn. So it's a really good day for the kids to come and learn a little bit about natural resource. We have forestry, wildlife, soil health, a lot of different booths there for them to tour.
good, well, congratulations on your retirement.
I'm just taking another position in natural resource conservation.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Congrats.
I'm gonna be doing watershed, writing a watershed management plan. For now, I'll be doing one on Patoka Lake, but Gibson Soil and Water did get one awarded for the coffee, Scott. And I hopefully will get that position and write that watershed management plan for Gibson.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning, Julie with the Gibson County Health Department. I gave you guys our report for March. Do you have any questions? No? Okay. We're finishing up the New Year Healthy You this month, and then we're going to do another quarter of it. We had a really good turnout, and it got people involved, so we want to do that again. Also, just reminding everyone that ticks are out right now, and just to make sure you're protecting yourself. I've been mushroom hunting a few times and have had 3 different types of ticks on me, so just trying to remind everybody to protect yourself, put spray on, wear long sleeves, long pants, and protect your animals too, because they can bring them in the house. So, and I think that's all I have. Oh, no, I have one more thing. We are going to start doing community CPR. So just follow our Facebook page, because there's lots of things that we're doing. We're going to work with Stephanie at EMA. You just don't know what kind of response time or where you're at in the county, so we just think it's better to have people educated to help with an emergency situation. So we're going to be doing that as well. So, thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Hi, Stephanie, Gibson County EMA. I don't have a lot here. We are finishing up the final training for Project Lifesaver, so that's pretty exciting. I have some flyers here. So Project Lifesaver is part of the Search and Rescue Program. The instructors that are going through there, we have some from law enforcement, EMS, EMA, and fire. So it'll be a good diverse group there with that. The sirens, the new sirens should be ready mid-April. I sent you guys the email on that stuff. And then hopefully get those put up and going before anything happens. So really that's all I have. Any questions?
As of now, all our existing sirens,
Oh, yes. As of now, until somebody calls dispatch or something, all sirens should be functional.
okay,
Good,
thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think dispatch.
Matt Williams, Highway Department. Quick little update on all the projects going on. Bridge 73 out by Wheeling, west of Wheeling. That bridge is almost completely out for design, so that way it bids July. We opened that up a little bit as far as the timeline on the schedule. We basically gave them a completion date in April, and then they can have a 150-day road closure. It's something we had talked about. I talked about the commissioners. The state has a lot of state bridge projects this year, so the contractors are already getting booked up pretty heavy. One thing I want to tell you about is the crack seal program that we started. We just started doing that a couple weeks ago. We've been working in the East Gibson area. It's actually went a really long way. A a lot more roads are getting crack sealed than what was expected. We like that idea, that the material's lasting further than what we expected. We're gonna be crack sealing in the north area. Probably next week, they should finish East Gibson. Couldn't go today because any kind of moisture at all, it won't work. But, so I don't know if a lot of people have seen the crack sealing going on. It's definitely something new.
I want to make a comment on that. So I saw a thing on Facebook. One of your so-called keyboard warriors that is pretty much negative about everything, and they had a picture of a highway worker with a big jar of Elmer's glue and a bunch of empty beer cans. Just want to point out that the crack sealing that Matt's talking about is probably the most cost-effective pavement preservation project that can be done. So doing that is very important to protect our roads, to make them last longer, make them stay safe and everything. So I want to applaud the highway department for the good job that they're doing.
They're doing a great job. I mean, for something they've never done, they've really taken on to it. It takes a lot of manpower to do. But like I said, it's going a long way. We're gonna do a couple weeks in the spring and a couple weeks in the fall. You know, we have a lot of other things to do too. Our work order system that we got up and running, there's over 250 current work orders out right now. So we're starting to get work orders in the system, which is nice to know what we have and the problems we do have.
How much have you completed already?
There's over 200 and some completed. Yeah.
It's working well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's working really well. And then the Biolytic system that we're using for our work order system, I started driving the roads again, so I'll have a new condition assessment done in the next couple of weeks. It takes a little bit of time to get them all accomplished. Other projects, our county road paving, that's out for bid now. There's several roads listed on that. Part of it's TIF, part of it's our county road paving. My pre-bid for it's at 9 o'clock today, so I'll make sure I get out here by then. The biggest thing on work orders is getting them called into the highway department. They're going straight into this work order system now. The way it's set up is, as soon as the work order system goes in, the person's assigned to gets notified through that system on their phone. So it's really expedited getting things done and knowing what needs to be done. So I got a lot of things on the agenda, so any other questions?
Yeah, well, no, work order system too. You also have where you can, anybody on their webpage can go and.
Yes, our website does have a work order system. If you don't want to call into the highway department, you can put pictures on there, and then we take that system directly over. We're actually looking at taking the Biolytic system and making it available somehow to where it goes directly into the system that we seem to really like using right now, so.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Thank you, Matt.
All right, old business, we got update, old jail demolition. Mr. Ballard.
Well, our last meeting, we opened up proposals for construction manager, Nick Burns, Jason Spiller, myself. We reviewed those documents and graded them. They were the only bidder, but everything seems to be complete. Looks like the next step would be acceptance by the county commissioners to sign an agreement with Garmon to move forward on so we can get the bid packages out, get that building tore down. So that's why we're here this morning.
So do we need a motion?
Yes.
I will make a motion to accept Garmong's proposal so that we can move forward with submitting bids for the old jail demolition.
I'll second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I'll let them know this morning then what's going on, and get back in touch with them. Okay?
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
So now we have an update appointments for 2026 public defender appointment.
Yes, I'll take this item. Lisa Moody reached out asking that the commissioners consider reappointing Dr. Henry, also known as Mike Brewster, from previously superintendent of East Gibson School Corporation, to the Public Defender Board. That board consists of 3 appointees or 3 board members, 1 appointed by the courts, 1 appointed by the commissioners, and a 3rd appointed by Indianapolis. This is a 3-year term. He has served for at least 1 term. This will be at least his second term, if not third. So I would ask for a motion to approve the appointment of Dr. Brewster.
I will make a motion to approve the appointment of Dr. Brewster to the Public Defender Board.
I'll second that.
Go ahead.
All in favor of that motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay. Next up, we got approval of number of policies on pages 21 to 30 handbook.
Yes, this is just preliminary approval of those policies. They were introduced at the last meeting. Just to remind you, those policies are 300, 302, 303, and 304, it looks like, and 305. Employee benefits, vacation benefits, sick leave benefits, personal days, and holidays. Is there a motion to preliminarily approve those policies?
I'll make that motion to approve those.
I'll second.
All in favor of the pending motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, next up, we have an introduction of number of policies on pages 31 to 40 have handbook.
Okay, this is policies 306 through 326. I will circulate these to the commissioners, but this is just introduction of these policies, and if it's not already, we'll have the handbook, the full handbook online for anyone to look at. Policies are 306, workers' compensation insurance, 307, bereavement leave, 308, time off to vote, 311, jury duty, 312, witness duty, 313, benefits continuation, 314, genetic information, non-discrimination act, 315, health insurance, 317, life and AD&D insurance, 318, short-term disability insurance, 320, voluntary benefits, 322, Indiana Public Retirement System, 323, One America Pension Trust, Sheriff's Department for Sheriff's Department employees, 324, AIG and Nationwide 457B Retirement Savings Plan, 325, One American 457B Retirement Savings Plan for Sheriff Department employees, and 326, Licensing, Certification, Membership, Dues, Training. There's no action needed for those items.
Okay. Next up, we got recommendation for road study 250 South.
All right, I gave you guys a copy of the recommendations, just a brief overview of 250 South. I am available to do 175 East from 168 to 600 South today if you want, or we can wait till the next meeting, as well as 600 South between 100 East, 175 East, and County Road 850 East that we discussed. So 250 South, this roadway is often referred to as C-TIC. This roadway is extremely narrow, and the current speed limit is posted at 40 miles per hour. There are residents along this roadway that would benefit from child playing signs. This would be most beneficial just east of the railroad tracks. A reduction in speed limit to 30 or 35 is considered given the terrain in the roadway. The roadway allows for little to zero correction if a driver is to drop the passenger side tires off the roadway. It is understood that law enforcement cannot be everywhere to enforce speed limit, so it should be explored of the possibility of a digital radar sign that helps better alert drivers of what the speed limit is and the speed at which they are traveling. The volume of traffic on this roadway is problematic when Toyota is having its workers coming to and leaving work. After monitoring traffic in this area, it is believed that traffic using these side and county roads try to circumvent being behind slower traffic on major highways like State Road 64, 168, US 41, etc. When traffic is trying to make up time on these county roads, they are traveling at extremely high speeds, sometimes in excess or double of the posted speed limit. So what they're saying is 30, 35 miles per hour, children playing sign, and maybe a digital sign there for that road study. I have the full actual report. I will scan those in and I'll send that to Matt and to the auditor if approved for that one.
Do we have any kind of child playing signs, or is that like AAA does that or something, don't they? So I think If I'm correct, the homeowner can request that through AAA of Indiana? Huh? Never had I- It seems like I ran across that when I was highway superintendent, but I don't know. Could you look into that possibly?
Do you guys want to do the other ones? Or do you want to?
Do one at a
What
time.
was it, did you have, there was one at 100 east and 650 south?
Yeah,
That
the
was
600 south.
600 south, I'm sorry.
That is, okay, County Road 600 south between 175 east and County Road 100 east. This intersection at County Road 600 east and 100 east is proposed to become a three-way stop to allow for safer instruction for all a safer intersection for all motor vehicles. The amount of traffic that travels along this roadway becomes so congested and causes drivers to become impatient, and stop sign violations were frequently observed that led to crashes. A stop sign would allow traffic to slow down in all directions and allow a safer environment and allow the residents in the area to safely pull into the roadway and exit their driveways. It should be noted that school bus routes travel this roadway, and citations have been issued to drivers for violating stop arms. The driver's response were they couldn't stop in time. A reduction in speed could possibly help with this issue. Implementing additional school bus signs along the roadway would help alerting motorists on being on the lookout for children getting on and off the school buses. So they're saying a three-way stop sign there by the Thompsons. And then additional signage for school buses. And I don't have in front of me what the speed limit is on that roadway, but he did recommend that we lower it 30, 40. So I would say let's go down to 30. That's a 3/4 of a mile stretch there.
Matt, do you have anything on it? Any of this?
I mean, the amount of traffic there is substantial. I think it's less than 1,200 vehicles a day on 100, but it's all at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
you're looking at a very short window, day in, day out.
I definitely think that we need to make that intersection a three-way stop.
I do too.
There's been a lot of accidents there. As far as the reduction of speed, I don't know. We all know that a sign's not necessarily gonna slow them down.
And
It
some of
does
that comes on, I need to get my guys out there.
Right.
We have 500 square miles of roadway, and I've got,
Believe me, we understand.
but I'm committed, we'll do that. We'll
Yeah.
get them out there.
Well, I would recommend, let's make that intersection a three-way stop and ask the sheriff to try and have some patrols out there at the busy times. And of course, we've also heard that when you do that, that the employees have an alert system to where they alert each other that, hey, there's a deputy sitting there, so then they all either play nice or they go a different route. But that's
Well, maybe
nothing you
it's-
can do about that.
Maybe it's just where I take one of my cars that I'm not using that day, and we just start moving it around the neighborhood. And they can just start playing,
Yeah. There are
checkers.
areas do that, and it's worth a try. We get a mannequin to sit in it or something, maybe get a cardboard cutout of George.
I go out and fish and all that's going on. Okay.
That would scare everybody.
So we have two other ones here. The one in that area is County Road 175 east from 168 to 600 south. This is a well-maintained roadway with significant good signage. The 40-mile-per-hour posted speed limit appears to be appropriate. Stay with me. One driveway could use a hidden driveway sign at or near 6250 South 175 East, and that's in the report. There are school bus warning signs and congested area signs. Overall, 175 between 600 South and 168 is posted pretty well. However, motorists are violating the speed limit that's posted at 40 miles per hour often. The residents that sit along this roadway could benefit from a reduction of speed from 40 to 30 or 35. It would also benefit to see more child playing signs and a digital sign out there, a digital speed sign that basically alerts people, hey, this is how fast you're going. Now, there's two different types. There's the one that's on South Main that shows this is how fast you're going. And then Princeton has one that shows, hey, this is how fast you're going, but it also collects data to show how fast you're going. And,
Yeah.
okay.
We
there
got
go.
two on 350, but does that collect data on there?
Okay. See, I don't have anything to do with those. I
Well,
just
we
know-
have them.
Can that be moved around?
Okay.
It's large, it's heavy, takes
Yeah.
a piece of equipment to move it around.
It has to use power, so they have to have the, yeah, right, so they have the solar stuff that goes with it.
The battery.
Yeah,
We have two of them on there on the south, on the east and west side of Smithville area. But,
so whenever I was talking to my guy who did the road study, I specifically asked for the digital sign in that, at this intersection. The one on 250 South, he kind of added that along the way. I will let him know that it does cost $5,000 to the county per sign.
Budget's $25,000 a year.
Right.
For all signs.
Thank you.
Do you guys don't you have a trailer?
We do, and that was bought during Alan Harmon's time. That was the early 2000s. It is pretty large, and it needs a computer upgrade. And to do that, I have to take it to Owensboro. It would be like using a early 2000s computer and hoping, yeah, it's probably obsolete, but we can call Mix and see if we can get it to work. And we have to have a place to put it because it's so large.
yeah. Yeah.
I know. No, it's kind of like playing Pong, you know?
I can tell you on my side, I had to turn it off above a certain speed limit, so if I was trying to get a high score.
Yeah, that was the joke in Owensville.
There's over 90 mile an hour speed limit. Over 90 mile an hour speed limit, going down 350. I've got that data.
Yeah.
I don't think it slowed many people down.
So that was my recommendation for that area. The hidden driveway sign, the lowered speed limit, that is a mile stretch there from 600 south down. And as I've been known to say, they get antsy and they're pantsy and
Toll booth.
that works for the governor. I don't know that I can get away with it. And the children playing sign obviously is another thing.
You want to check into the children playing and maybe the hidden driveway and see what we can do out there.
The last one is County Road 850 East and 350 South. This intersection does not appear to have any issues with it. It is known that motorists will violate speed limits, and holding them accountable is something that traffic enforcement can accomplish. However, after monitoring this area and this intersection, it is believed that there needs to be additional posted speed limit signs posted on 850 East in both the north and south direction. In the populated area, they'd benefit from the hidden driveway or children playing. They do not believe that there needs to be a four-way stop there at 350 South. The intersection has a gentle curve and it's relatively flat. There are a significant number of roadside ditches and guardrails, but that is going to be found throughout Gibson County. This intersection does not have any residents in the immediate vicinity. An increase in traffic enforcement patrol in this area would be the most beneficial proposal. So they're asking for the hidden driveway, children playing, basically at that intersection, or in that area. Yeah, and additional speed limit signs. That's really north of there. They've got maybe 4 houses, and I don't think that it qualifies by statute to lower it to a residential.
Okay. You will forward this to Mr. Holmes?
Yes, and to the auditor, I'll send it to him,
Okay.
the full stuff and my notes.
All right. Thank you, Bruce.
Thanks, guys.
All right, next up we have update True Hope, Julie Kiefer.
Good morning. My name is Julie Kiefer. I'm the director at True Hope. We received one of the opioid grants from the unrestricted funds in 2025. Callie, our executive assistant, just handed you some of the classworks we did. You paid for us to go to an international training, break course. I'm sorry, Heartbeat International. I'm really nervous. I'm really sorry. Heartbeat International, you paid for us to take staff there for our annual training. We put some new monitors in our office spaces and also our programming break course. I also handed you some paperwork I took. I was invited by the Lieutenant Governor, Micah Beckwith, at a roundtable as an executive director of a pregnancy resource center, and that's some information that we just shared, and I thought you guys might like that to give you kind of a comprehensive look of what we do. I would love for all of you to stop by sometime and just see the work that we're doing at True Hope. I wanted to share with you 30% of our families we're currently serving have or are being impacted by drug and alcohol abuse. We've seen a huge uptick since August of local resources coming alongside of us and asking us to help partner with them in serving their clients for a more comprehensive help. That's both Raintree and Ireland. They're consistently, almost weekly, bringing in clients for us to serve and program with. These cases range from recently out of rehab to trying to regain custody of their children from DCS, grandparents getting guardianship of their grandchildren, and this week for the first time we'll be partnering with Raintree with a client that is on work release. Since August, we have seen a 24% jump in clients, and we are facilitating about 1 to 3 new intakes a week to program with us. The TV monitors have been such a blessing because a lot of our new clients are complete family units, so that means a father and a mother coming in to do programming with us. So rather than holding an iPad, we can screen it to the screen on the wall, and that's been such a blessing. Do you guys have any questions?
Thank you.
No?
Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you. All right. Now we got approved chip spreader distribution truck bids. Mr. Holden?
Yeah, so we put out for sealed bid our old distributor truck and chip spreader. And the way that was bid was that it was preferred to go as a pair because the equipment's been both designed to work together. And a lot of times you would like to have your equipment to be compatible between each other. So we put in the bid documents that if someone did, it would go to the one that was the highest bid that either bid them together, or if 2 separate entities bid separately, they would be split. We did have 3 bids. They were open in the last meeting, took an advisement, and I recommend awarding to Du Bois County Highway Department. It was $105,001 per piece of equipment. They will be actually getting them at different times because we're waiting on our new stuff to come in. Our new chip box will be here today. So that distributor or the chip box can be sold to them. They can purchase it, take it, and they have to get some equipment fit with pull bars and things on their equipment. So they want to get it immediately. And then the distributor truck, when it comes in, we're looking at the 1st of June on to get our new distributor truck. We may actually let it go earlier. It just depends on how confident we feel we'll get that stuff in. But I do want to award to Du Bois County Highway Department.
And this was, you put a reserve on these, and you also checked trade-in value, and the reserve was.
They gave us $50,000 apiece. We put a reserve of $85,000.
Right.
And we got $105,000 and $1. But I think it's funny because they put the $1 on there in case somebody put $105,
Right.
they'd get it for $1.
Right.
But
So-
we are going to help them with some training when they get started, help that department out when they get moving. So
Sounds good. I make a motion to approve the sale of the chip spreader and the distributor truck to Du Bois County Highway Department.
I second that. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, Matt?
they are excited. They currently are doing less than 10 miles a year, and chip sealing they're going to jump up to over 30 this year, with the plans to go to 50 to 80, be similar to what we are in the coming years. So.
Okay. Next up, we have advertised for bid Toyota grant project, Matt Holden.
So this is the Toyota grant project that we started back in the fall. This will be the intersection upgrades of County Road 350 South and 100 East. It'll become a signalized intersection. And then 100 East and 500 South. That's directly across from where the VAB building
Right.
entrance is gonna be. So this would be for those improvements, including signals, turn lanes, and everything there. We gotta get moving quick because that project, we'd like to have done during vacation shutdown in July. So, we got several parts. It's not completely designed yet. It'll be done this week. But I need to get permission to advertise the bid because we'd like to have those bids due, at the next meeting. So I've gotta make things happen now. So,
I'll make a motion to advertise for bids for this phase of the Toyota grant project.
I second that. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, next up, we got Toyota Grant HWC contract. Mr. Holden?
Yeah, so HWC was the consultant that we used for the traffic study, which was very detailed. Took quite a bit of work to get through that. With that modeled what these improvements would do. They're also going to be working on, so it's to finish the design of this project that we have going out for bid. It is for looking at all the intersections going forward and doing some design work there, which will give us a very detailed 20-year scope of what we foresee needing with some, hopefully, design plans shovel-ready to go out for bid. So this is continuing that Toyota grant project and now looking not just at the two projects that we're gonna do this summer, but the ones coming up in the future.
So are we approving the contract?
Approving the contract, yes.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the contract with the HWC.
I'll second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, new business. We got an NDOT unofficial detour MOU. Matt Holden?
Yes, I received a memorandum of understanding from NDOT. This is for an unofficial detour for a project. It's actually in Pike County, but the unofficial detour is the road that's most likely going to be used by local residents. This would protect us that if there is damage during this time, that NDOT will reimburse us for that. It's coming out Snaky Point. I talked to Pike County a little bit, and they didn't want to use the first road because there's a weight-limited bridge there. They're probably going to close that road during this time to keep people off of it. So this is just us saying that we understand that this road could likely be used, and if there's any damage to that roadway, they would reimburse us.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, good, good.
I say the majority of it is Pike County roadways, but it does come across on us on the county line back
Memorandum of
by
understanding.
Snaky Point down
We have
to
take any
64.
action.
His motion to approve it.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding with NDOT on the unofficial detour.
I'll second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, new road descriptions for Gibson County easement. Matt
Okay,
Holden?
so this is what we received from Peabody Coal Company. This is dedication of right-of-way for roadways that have already been agreed and approved to be turned back over and released. So this is the legal documentation for the description of the dedication of right-of-way. Just basically finalizing the legal documents on that. It's for 850 South and 1300 East, those two roads. So these are the legal documents for the description of those.
850 south and what?
1300 East.
Is 850 South the one they abandoned and built a new 850
Yes.
South around?
Yes.
Okay, so they're just basically deeding them back to
Yeah,
us.
this is the dedication right of way, yes.
So what do we need?
Just to approve, I've reviewed it.
Okay, then I'll make a motion to approve and accept the transfer of these roads into our ownership.
I've traveled them, and Matt and I did, and I agree. I second that.
Okay. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And that's all I have today. Thank you.
Matt, do you still have that plan going, the safety plan, or? do
Yeah,
you-
safety action plan?
Yeah, do we
Yes,
still
we
have
went on it last week, and the survey that was
Yeah,
put out on
survey.
the website had
Yeah.
been reviewed. We reviewed those surveys. So this is a safety action plan for all of Gibson County, including all cities and towns and everything. But it will really look in detail on areas that could possibly, have safety issues. All the big red areas were definitely around our traffic areas, toilet areas, that kind of thing. Once we get the safety action plan done, it will open us up for possible, SS4A grant funding.
That's the Safe Streets
Safe
for
Streets
All
for All,
program.
yes. That program is currently actually slated to discontinue this year. We're hoping it gets refunded, but that's a grant that hopefully gets refunded by the FHWA. And then the state has a safety grant that we can apply for funds also. So a lot of what we'll see come out of this is pavement markings, signage. This isn't the, $50 million project type things. It's a lot of the smaller stuff to help us fund, getting some of these things, basically upgraded. So, it's going well. There will be some public, I think there's some public, meetings that happen with this for people to come in and talk about, where they see problems and all this stuff. It'll take a little bit of time to get it done, but they are talking about moving pretty fast on getting this together, so.
Good.
Good. Nice work, thank you.
Still
Go ahead.
moving, yes.
Is 1150 east out there, south of 850, is it still under bonds yet, or is it been released to? It is getting to be terrible out there.
I have to look, I don't know if that one ever got released or not. I'll have to look and see.
Pretty bad holes in it.
Yeah, I knew, no, yeah,
I don't know if it's still bonded yet with coal mine or not.
I have to look. I don't think it was, because I think it pretty much got released not long after they upgraded the road from gravel. I wanna say, but I have to look and see.
I don't know the answer to that. You'll have to check into it.
1150 is getting terrible.
Try.
Well, you better get to your pre-bid meeting.
Yes.
Hey, don't go for high score on the electronic sign.
One thing I did wanna mention is I know the road builder certification, through Purdue LTAP. I know you guys know I've been through the whole program. I've been through the road builders, master road builders. I announced that Mark Tooley did complete his earlier. Derek Cole and Bob Orr have both completed theirs also.
Good.
So,
Good for them.
Good.
they'll go through a graduation ceremony, at our IX, summer conference here in June. But they just completed theirs in the last week. So I wanna definitely recognize them for getting through those classes.
And that is a voluntary program that the employees can choose to.
I do have a stipend out there.
Right, they can earn a stipend, but they have to take the initiative. They do it on their own time.
Mostly, yeah.
Learning various, the modern pavement maintenance and everything about roads and ditches and everything. So
Highway
it's,
funding and
yeah.
liabilities and right-of-ways.
makes them understand why we ask them to do the things we do.
Correct.
So it's a great program.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, careful.
Thank you, Betty.
All right, next up, we got, BCS maintenance agreement. Andrew?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Andrew Beitler with BCS. I think you guys may have a copy of this in front of you, but it's the service agreement for the year, for the cameras, the door security, the video streaming service, and the life safety equipment. The locations it covers, I believe, are on page 6. And all of the information, all the different services that are covered are on pages 2 through 5. This renews in May if it's approved, and I wanted to get it in front of you guys ahead of time to review it.
I had some questions from some elected officials in the courthouse. There's a speaker system. There are speakers in all the individual offices, and feel free to chime in down there, Mr. Watkins, but we're not really sure what they're for.
Nobody knows what they're for. They ran new wiring troughs through all the offices, and there's speakers throughout the whole building that never heard them go off. Nobody knows what they are, and that's been 2 years ago.
This goes back to a 2021 project, I believe, that was approved. It's for a mass notification system that you guys can program to have alerts May have to look into that a little bit more before I speak to it.
Well, that's something of concern. We need to know what it is, how they can access it, whether it's for building-wide announcements, whether it's for, they can broadcast storm warnings.
Sure.
I know we have the panic buttons for emergencies in the offices, but really like to know and have some education as to what that system is.
Okay, I'll get an email out to all of you.
Okay.
We see also on this appendix list, on the last page,
Yes.
pending list of cover Gibson County government properties. Our new building here is not on this list.
We have not done any service at this building.
Okay.
Be happy to reach out to you on that as well.
Okay. This is for a year, right?
Said this comes
Yes,
effective
for a
May.
Yeah.
I would like to make a motion to take this proposal under advisement till the second meeting of the month. Wait to hear from you on the speaker issue, and then we can make a decision at that time.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Look
Thank you.
forward to hearing from you.
Yep, I'll get this back to you hopefully today or tomorrow.
Okay. All right. We got 2027 grant application for Ride Solution. Becky Guthrie.
Hi,
Good morning.
I'm Becky. Good morning. I think you should have the, in front of you, I sent it to Judy to give you, all I need is a resolution signed for this year. It's actually for the grant application for 2027, saying that you still want public transportation in Gibson County. This is not a request for funds at this time. All it is when I submit the grant, I have to, each county that we represent has to sign the resolution saying you still want public transportation and you want Ride Solution as your provider, because we are authorized through NDOT for this county. So all I'm asking for is just a resolution that you want a commitment to public transportation.
We've done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, every year the resolution comes to
Right.
you, yes.
Right.
Motion.
Go ahead.
I would make a motion to accept the resolution from Ride Solutions to continue their public transportation service for Gibson County.
I'll second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We really are busy down here, so thank you very much.
Okay. Southwest Behavioral Healthcare CEO Kathy Adams. Hi. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Katie Adams. I'm the President CEO of Southwestern Behavioral Healthcare. We are your community mental health center. We are designated in this county as well as Vanderburgh, Warwick, and Posey. So I'm just here to share our annual report from last year, from 2025. One thing that you may be aware of is there's this transformation in mental health care in Indiana to a new model called a Certified Community Behavioral Health Clinic, CCBHC. So we are one of 8 pilots in Indiana that are moving to that model, which is more transparent with data. It's a better payment model for us through Medicaid, and just enhances the care that we do. So if you hear that transformation, that's happening over the next 5 years, and we're one of the pilots. So some data regarding Gibson County. We do have an office here in Princeton, an outpatient office that provides services to all ages for both mental health and substance use disorders. We have groups, individual, family therapies, as well as we have a prescriber for psychiatric medications if that's indicated. We also have community-based services, which includes care coordination and skills training in people's homes or other places in the community. We also are connected with the local school system. Last year, we served 823 individuals that were seen in our Princeton office specifically. That does not include Gibson County residents that seek services in our Evansville locations. So for instance, we have 2 group homes for people with severe mental illnesses in Evansville. So there are Gibson County residents that go and live there during a period of time until they're able to live independently and come back to this community. We do have crisis services, which is utilized by anyone, anytime. It could be any resident of any state, actually. That number is 812-422-1100, so it's 422-1100. And that is 24/7, 365. Anybody can call and get counseling services over the phone for any kind of crisis. And that crisis is defined by the beholder. So when people think of crisis, they think of things like individuals that are wanting to harm themselves or some kind of psychotic crisis. But truly, it's for anybody who thinks they need to talk to somebody. So we have people calling who are lonely, people who are calling who are having issues with anxiety, issues with their relationships, and it doesn't matter. We just want people to call. So we have staff on our crisis center downtown that are working 3 different shifts on site. So this isn't somebody at their homes that are being interrupted. They're on site working their shift. In addition to the calls, if this issue cannot be resolved over the phone, we do have a mobile crisis team. And this mobile crisis team deploys in 2s, and we will go to individuals' homes. So if we need to go on site to assess the situation and provide on-site care, we're able to do that. We're able to do safety assessments, needs assessments, and help them get to whatever's next for them the next day. Sometimes that involves us getting support from ambulance to get them to a hospital, but most often we're able to keep people in the community or invite them to come back with us to our crisis unit, which is in Evansville, where individuals can stay up to 23 hours to resolve that crisis, but they're not needing a hospitalization, meaning they're not imminently dangerous to themselves or others, but they just need a place that's safe and supportive with our staff, and they're welcome to do that. We do co-respond with law enforcement. We have not yet done that in Gibson County. We would love a partnership with Gibson County to co-respond with law enforcement. We've been doing it with Warwick, Vanderburgh, and Posey counties. We do about 100 mobile crisis responses in a month. The beauty of it is when law enforcement arrives at a situation, they're assessing the scene as safe. They are identifying that this is a mental health issue, not something they really want to arrest somebody for. So then we come on site and we take over, which saves some time for law enforcement and gives them resources that aren't in their swim lane, so to speak. So for Gibson County last year, we had 187 crisis calls from residents of Gibson County. So adults served, we served 550 adults. The top diagnoses that we treated were stimulant use disorder, so that's like methamphetamine, anxiety disorder, and alcohol use disorder. We served 273 children with the primary diagnosis of anxiety disorder. And that's something that's changed over the years since COVID, is it used to be our primary diagnoses was always depression and for kids ADHD, and that has shifted to most people we see nowadays have anxiety concerns. So the most common substances used by minors is marijuana is number 1, tobacco, then alcohol. We served over 12,000, or we provided over 12,000 services last year. Another service in Evansville that Gibson County residents receive is our residential program, our addiction residential program at Stepping Stone. So we had 511 bed days for Gibson County residents. Individuals go through that program for approximately 3 weeks, and then they come and do their aftercare in the Princeton office. So almost 500 intakes. Our biggest referral source are healthcare providers and Department of Child Services. Good news from this past year is we've been working hard to deal with access issues. It's always been said it's so hard to get in. There's all these barriers to getting treatment for mental health or addiction. We now have open access, so you can be seen same day. So Monday through Friday during business hours, if you come in, you will be seen for an assessment. And we're able to get you back in for your next treatment appointment. Last year was 9 days, now it's within a week. So we're able to get people in quickly and get their treatment started quickly here at the Princeton office. That is an overview of what we provide here. We do get some support from the county, and we appreciate that. That helps subsidize the charity work that we do. We do serve individuals that are either uninsured or underinsured, and so the funding that we get from the public helps support that. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
I have a question. So you have an agreement with, did you say Warwick County law enforcement?
Warwick, Vandenberg, and Posey.
Okay. And that's pretty successful from your perspective?
It has been, yep, it has been. And so, this year, a goal would be is to try to see how that would work here. The other thing we would love to do is be stationed in the school system like Youth First is. So we're in 24 schools in the other counties, elementary schools and middle schools, where we're able to provide services for the children there. And so that's another goal that we have for this county is to try to move into some of the schools. Opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be interested in seeing an agreement that you have with one of those
Happy to.
entities, if you can send it to the sheriff and myself.
Happy to.
Give me a card.
Yep.
Before you leave.
Okay, yep, happy to. It's pretty basic, it's just, this is what we do, this is what you do, and we're gonna work together, kind of thing. Again, thank you for your support, reach out if you need anything.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Next up, we have ALS Awareness Month proclamation request. Judith Morgan. Yes, that person here. Okay.
Well, I think, I talked to her on the phone. She's wanting to make, May ALS Awareness Month.
Okay.
And I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that's something,
Yeah, no, for sure.
it's, you're not gonna survive that. So,
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
You can make a motion.
I'm gonna make a motion to make May the ALS Awareness Month.
Okay. I second that. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 All right, ayes have it. Okay, next up, we have HFI position change. Julie?
This is the part of the position that you don't like to talk about, but we have to because of funding cut. So, and I started planning for 2027 funding a little bit earlier than I had anticipated, just because I knew this was probably going to happen. So with the Health First Indiana funding, it has been cut down to where I added 2 positions with this funding, and one of the positions is going to be cut after this year. So I have talked to our health officer, I have talked to the health board, and I have talked to Shannon with the union. This was brought to the attention when these people were hired that this might be a possibility. So with that, I need to eliminate the receptionist secretary position that is funded by HFI, and for you guys to notify the union. It will not end till the end of the year. I have talked to the employee. She is looking for something else. I wanted to give her ample amount of time. So you all know that we got the HFI funding. We had a trust and a maintenance. That trust and maintenance went away when we got HFI. So with this HFI, we created 2 positions, a secretary position and then a counselor educator to help meet the KPI and core services of this funding. So the funding that we're getting right now only allows us, I've been doing with the funding is it covers 2 employees, okay? So one is the secretary and then one is our counselor educator. But I had carryover of the trust and maintenance. Before, our nurse came out of there most of her salary. I can only afford to pay 2 employees, so that's why this cut has to happen. And then the rollover money, carryover money we have from the past 2 years has to still be being used to cover those KPI and core services, which is chronic disease, trauma injury prevention, which is mental health, and all the things, cancer prevention. So we're trying to keep that going to where we're not, meeting the needs of the funding So that's what I'm doing. So just so you guys understand, I can't lose a nurse because of it. So this position is the position that is less needed with the funding that we have, unfortunately.
So, to wrap my little brain around this, we are contractually obligated to the union to give 90 days written notice when a position is gonna be eliminated.
Yes.
So we need to do that because of the funding going away for this position. Next question is, are you going to look to re-add it with going to the council, or do you think it's a position that you can do without?
It is a position that we can do without.
Okay, so basically all we have to do is notify the union that the position will be eliminated. I forget the date you said.
What?
That the position.
Oh,
ends.
December 31st.
Okay, so we're just,
yeah.
we're way ahead of our
Yes,
90
yes.
days and giving
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
this person an opportunity to try and find other
Yes,
employment.
absolutely.
So, I don't know if do we need a motion to move
Yeah, go ahead.
forward?
Go ahead,
Let's-
motion for it.
So I'll make a motion to move forward with the notification of the elimination of the position at the highway department, or, I'm sorry, health department.
I know Matt took over the meeting, but I am with the health department.
Yeah.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Nothing by wrongdoing of the employee, it's just it's a funding thing,
Right,
so.
right.
And then we can keep doing the things that we're doing in the county, which is helping with transportation. I mean, we help with all these different things, so
Right.
to help our community grow and thrive, so, okay? Thank you.
Julie?
Wish them well.
Thank you. All right, next up, we got medical leaves.
I make a motion to approve the medical leave.
I will second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay. Next up, we got is, anything else? Okay. Next up, we have,
Need Patty.
we'll let Patty go ahead and start off with public comments. 3 minutes.
Jump up quick, don't I? I'm Patty Van, I'm with the Gibson County Chamber of Commerce. I just have a few things that I want to highlight. We do have some businesses coming and opening in the east side of the county, which is awesome to hear about. Over in Oakland City, we have a ribbon cutting on April 18th for HBT and Turnpoint. And on May 9th, 1776 fireworks. All three of those businesses are in Oakland City, so that's good to hear. We also have our events coming up here. May 8th is our golf scramble. It's going to be at the Princeton Country Club. And if you would like a team, or if you would like to sponsor, or if you would like to help, because we always like volunteers, and just anybody want to send up some good mojo, keep the rain away so that happens. That is our fundraiser for our foundation, and that foundation supports our scholarships, our sponsorships that we do to some of the programming at the schools, and to lunch and learns and stuff, educational aspects for our community. And then July 4th, it's a holiday, I know, and it's going to be super hot probably, is our parade that we are doing and organizing for the 250th anniversary of the country. If anybody would like to participate in that, this is also on our website, gogibson.org. All of our events and stuff, information is gogibson.org. You can enter an entry and just to tell us what kind of it is and how many participants and stuff like that. That is going to be happening at noon. We're going to start lining up at 10, and it will go out to the fairgrounds. So it'll start here, Broadway and Main, out to the fairgrounds. It's very similar to the Labor Day parade path. So if anybody would like any more information, please contact me at the chamber office or visit our website.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty. All right. Remember to state your name and where you're from.
I'm Katie Gaso, and I am from Fort Branch. I live at the corner of 600 and 175. I was going to ask about the do not block driveways. I know there was about 20 of us here last time, and down on the corner of 168 and 175, he has big issues with people blocking his driveway. We have had minor issues with people blocking ours, and mine is the school bus sign. I have kids that are getting off the school bus and they have to walk across the road. I go out there now and I stand in the road if I'm able to, because the cars will not stop. I don't know when this became a problem. So I didn't know if we could have one for the cars that are driving east, because my kids have to walk across that way.
Which direction's the bus?
The bus is heading west on 600 whenever they're dropping off.
So the kids have to walk around in front of the bus?
Correct. And we have a great driver. He does not stop, or he does not open the door or anything until he sees that the cars are stopped. But I'm unfortunately not able to be out there every day after school to go out there and stop, help stop the cars. And then another thing is we're having issues again with the semis. All last week, almost every day at like 4:30, there was a semi that went down the road. And it was not a farm semi.
600?
Huh?
On 600?
On actually 175.
175?
Yes. And it's bright red. I have a picture of one of them, the actual license plate, because I was actually right behind it. And once we got to 168, I was able to stop and get it. And then, whenever you mentioned earlier, Chuck, about how they see the cops, the Toyota workers, I've actually been on their pages here lately, and the admins are actually removing those posts.
Good.
So, my husband works at Toyota, so, I got on those pages and I've been trying to access to make sure that they are not. But then, there was something else I was supposed to ask, but, that's my main concern. Oh, day shift. Bart has been out a lot, and I don't know who else. They are doing great for the evening shift going into work. But it's also an issue with the day shift drivers. I mean, those are our drivers that are coming whenever our kids are getting off those school buses. Traffic, yesterday was abnormally slow, Lisa, but here lately, it's been, even the morning, like 4:30 in the morning, the drivers are just crazy, I mean, as you know. And I'm thankful that they are able to get out there and do what they're doing. But Bart also, or whoever is out there, they need, if we're able to get help. I don't know what the answer is to that, but,
Oh, we have 3 minutes.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
We may reach out to Tim Armstrong with South Gibson Schools, and I don't know if he can have the bus driver park in the middle of the road before he throws his sign out where the kids.
a few
Okay.
times, but I didn't know, with the signage, is that something that, the county gets, or is that something the school corporation does, the homeowner?
Matt's not here to answer that. I do know that like a hidden driveway sign would be a county highway thing. School bus stops, I think, is a county highway thing.
It is.
But I don't know about do not block driveway. If I almost think that might be up to the individual. I'll ask Matt, and we'll see.
All right, we got anybody else? Okay. All right, with that being said, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.